Okay, so welcome on board. Today we do something a little bit different. Let me just get rid of that menu bar. We're going to be flying a Caribbean Air, which is rather a Whiskey Alpha 278, call sign Caribbean Air, to our next World Dangerous approach at St Maartens. This video is going to be in two parts. First part is here. We're here in Cartagena, best in Columbia. So the best scenery I could find for Cartagena. It's not that great. No. But you know, it'll do the business. There we are, Caribbean Airlines. Baggage has all been loaded up. Load the doors there. Happy days. All baggage is done. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump inside the cockpit. I've already put the ground power on, started powering up, done all the tests. So what we're going to do now is close the doors and go ahead and get ready to start the aircraft. So we're going to close the doors. That's done. We can go to ground connections next, because what we want to do is put our parking brake on and we're going to run up the APU. So packs are off apart from the bleeds, so we should have a good APU. So what we're going to do is actually put our logo light on, our anti-collision light on, and go to strobe while we start the APU. And let's put that pump on as well. So while the APU comes to life, we're just checking through the panel. I'll quickly go to another view for the panel. I want to flick the yaw damper on. Everything's as expected for now, which is good. Seatbelt side could go on. So 32,000 feet. I'm just going to first officer seat a minute. Come back. We're in inches because we're in the Caribbean. So 32,000 feet is our cruising altitude today. I might have a step climb. The landing altitude is going to be 50 at St Maartens. So strobe, steady, anti-collision, our logos on. Don't really need logo on, but it doesn't matter. I will change that to both. Okay, so wait for the APU to run up. Okay, so engine page is on, system page, check this. What we got down here? So now can we go system? Nope. Okie dokie. So the APU is running, so we can put the APU on the bus and get rid of ground power. Happy days. Now what we can do is bring the isolation valves on the packs back to auto. Give the passengers some comfort. Okay, so we can go ahead now and disconnect and get ready for our pushback. Now we're going to push back to the right 90 degrees. I don't know, we're going to go the shortest possible distance. Okay, so ready for pushback then. Put all fuel pumps on. Leave the hydraulics for now, we'll do that afterwards. Pitot heat is remaining off, and actually put the bleeds on for the engines. Okay, so we're gonna start pushback.
And ground cockpit. Right, Captain. We're all set.
starting to taxi. We're going on the Banquilla 2 Alpha arrival, and I was just waffling there, my mic was muted, so I do apologise. So basically we've got to come up to this runway, then we've got to backtrack. There's a backtrack point up there. So we'll just ease back a little bit of power, touch the brakes. Yeah, we're all good there. So going on to the runway, we need to put the runway lights on, which they're on. And now we'll turn, backtrack up runway 1. We'll keep slightly left of the centre line, so we're going to be doing a right turn and back on ourselves, if I'm not mistaken. Today we've had to do our altimeter in inches. It's 29901. I'll just verify that quickly with before we get going. Yeah, it's still 29980 at 4 knots is the wind. Temperature is 28 degrees, which is what we've got there. So everything's good. That course 96 is set for St Maartens, so I don't forget it. I'll taxi it up. First officer now will be giving his brief to the cabin. We're flying a Caribbean Air, so at least we're going to be flying in a warm. Now for the approach to St Maartens at Princess Juliana Airport, it will be going back to Hellapascal's scale, so we'll change it to HPA. I'm looking for that turn. It looks like I'm going to prove wrong. It's going to be on the left. On the chart it looked like the right. So I mean, with add-on scenery isn't that great. Okay, well I'd like to see it soon. Maybe we'll just turn around on the runway then. If that's the case, we'll get right over. Is this a little cut off here to the left? Yes it is. Okay, so it was to the left. I've looked at the chart wrong. Okay, not too bad. What we're going to do is break that right down to there. Now, some people have asked how to get the planes to, it's just enabling the G effects on the aircraft. We'll come off there and we're going to line back up with the runway. I'm going to stay slightly left of the taxi line because we've got to swoop in, and we'll naturally at this speed try and push in a little bit more. So now we start turning in, we should keep quite central. There we are, it's quite a quick turn. Okay, so here we are. Getting a bit too quick, so we're going to reduce down to past 10. That gets being able to me to line up nicely on the runway. I ain't got a tiller, so I'm using the you see the yoke turning. So I'm going to line up. You want about halfway on the window before you start your turn to line up with the runway. Don't know if anyone's ever flew in real life, but it's normally half of your window. So you just align yourself pretty quickly. Once you're happy, brakes on. Now we're going to roll up the spoils to 60% Edward, which is there. Release the brakes. Then we're going to go toga, which are these models, I believe. There. Match the throttles. as you would. Thrust set. Oh, try to keep a bit straight.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
V2.
Okay. Positive climb, gear up. And flaps to 1. Not gear. Just take some trim there. Bit bumpy. Okay, I'm going to get some acceleration. Let's give it a little hand out there. So we need to be above 2000 at that turn, which we were. It's going to be quite a shallow turn, which is good. Flaps up. Put a bit of trim on here to help me out. There we go. Still it turned nicely. Back over Carter, there you go. Just put a little bit of trim on. Just make the aircraft to follow the line. Okay. Trans altitude in these parts are 4,000 feet, 18,000 feet, sorry. Just so you know, a little bit higher on the VDAF path. Start a bit slippery the edge, so I'm gonna get us back onto the path rather than follow the flight director at the minute. I don't want to give passengers whiplash, so we're going to try just keep nice and straight there. Trying to put some trim on the aircraft. The trim's really slow at responding. So I decided to come out of Cartagena just because I wanted to. Trim helps me out. Uh, 10,000 landing lights can go off, runway turn off lights could go off, switches go back to normal, taxi light could go off. We're going to give the command of the aircraft to the autopilot. Autopilot's on my side. And keep seatbelts on for the time being, please. Everything else is looking as it should. Beautiful views leaving Columbia. Nice wing view. And I'm going to adjust the heading. Like I should have done it earlier, but okay. Okay, so that's us climbing out of Cartagena, Colombia, as we go to the Caribbean. Some nice views there. The sea looks lovely. I've actually swum in this sea near Cartagena as well. I was at the Intercontinental Hotel. It was very nice. Okay, so we're going to be covered into TNCM, Tango November Charlie Mike, which is St Maartens. The reason why I've done this, like I said, is because I'm doing at the minute a series of World Dangerous and Challenging Approaches. St Maartens is definitely one of them. Yeah, I've just seen the route I'm taking, which is all good. Okay, so you can join us back on the next video. Bumpy, but I'm fine. Join us back on the next video then, as we start our descent into beautiful St Maartens in the Caribbean. Some wind flicks in there. Oh, a horrible cloud coming over. Some nice wind flicks in the aircraft, so as you can see. Doing our climb, everything's good. Nice views all around. It's good, so yeah, join us for the descent. It'd be a pleasure to have you back. And we're just going up to cruising altitude now, so I'm in autopilot. There's nothing really to talk about. I could bring the traffic across, obviously, to look at the traffic, and I'll have terrain, so it's not too bad. Doing the brightness on the PDs. Primary flight display, the navigational MFD multifunctional display, the ND. Okay, so let's check the HUD. The HUD and everything is working fine. I'm going to need that for the approach. Okay then, well that is really it, to be honest. So we'll see you on the descent into St Maartens.